Baby, I walk this lonesome road with your name called in my hand. Every shadow around my footsteps knows I'm still your loving man. I've been battered by the storm wind, but I never turned away, 'cause the chains of my devotion hold me tighter every day. My heart's a rusty lantern, burning low but never dead. I keep it glowing for you, darling, though the night crawls in my head. They said love fades like embers, turns to ash and drifts like sand, but mine stays carved in iron. I'm a faithful broken man. These chains ain't made of metal, no, they're forged from truth and pain. From the nights you cried beside me, from the years we walked through rain, I wear them like a blessing, though they cut into my skin. For every scar reminds me where our story once began. And though the world keeps whispering, let her go, boy, let her go, my heart keeps beating stubborn, like it ain't learned moving slow. I'm bound by love unbroken, by promise carved in flame. Even if the heavens steal you, I'll still call out your name. Through sorrow, dust, and darkness, through storms I barely stand, I drag these chains behind me. I'm your faithful dying man. When my hair turns winter silver and my hands are cracked with time, I'll still hum your weary heartbeat like a forsaken gospel rhyme. Let the devil test my spirit, let the darkness take its claim, but he can't steal what I'm holding, this old love without shame. If sorrow is my kingdom, you're the queen I serve. If fate demands surrender, my love will never swerve. Through fire, blood, and shadows, I'll walk that final land, still dragging chains behind me, still your faithful dying man. the cold wind chills my bones, I whisper that I loved you, oh, more than life has ever known. Lay my body in the valley where our memories still stand, and let these chains be buried with this faithful dying man. Bound by love I'm broken, bound by the vow I made. Even when the night grows hungry, my devotion will not fade. Through sorrow, dust, and darkness, I crawl but still I stand. Still chained by love and loyalty, still your faithful dying man.
I saw the moonlight fall across her face last night, soft as a dying flame, too weak to fight. Her breath was trembling like a cold November breeze, yet her hand in mine still brings me to my knees. Oh, I'm holding on, though the darkness grows wild. Still I'm praying, Lord, for her fading smile. Her voice once danced like rivers in the spring. Now it shakes like a sparrow with a broken wing. But when she whispers, baby, stay with me tonight, I swear the stars return, burning pale and bright. Oh, I'm holding on, though the night grows vile. Still I'm reaching, Lord, for her fading smile. I told her, darling, if the years take you away, my shadow will follow lonely mile still lift me when she gives that weary smile. Doctor said the winter's crawling in her bones, but love's still ringing like a churchyard stone. If the good Lord calls her home before the dawn, my heart will walk the earth but never move on. Oh, I'm holding on through the endless trials. Still I'm dying, Lord, for her fading smile, her fading smile, yeah, her fading smile. Beside her till the moon fades too. I walk these streets at midnight where the shadows drag my name. Fog is breathing like a sinner, whispering, boy, you're to blame. Under lampposts cracked and burning, ghosts are crawling through my path. Every step feels like a graveyard, and the night is holding fast. Dead streets keep calling me on and on, calling me back to the place I fell. I hear your voice in the smoking alley, soft as a prayer, cold as hell. Your perfume haunts the concrete like a rose that died in vain. I still taste your broken promise, bittersweet like poison rain. Gunshots echo in the distance like the blues of a desperate man. And I swear I saw your shadow reaching out to take my hand. Dead streets keep calling me home, dragging me down where the lost souls dwell. Your whisper flows
shine.
I walked the midnight crossroad where her footsteps used to fall. Now the wind keep whispering her name across that broken wall. The moon hangs low and hollow like a witness up above, and every night I'm haunted by the shadow of my old love. I carved her name in sorrow on a string that never lies, but time keeps stealing colors from the memory in my eyes. I gave the world my heartbeat, but the dark night took the rest. Still I hold her fading promise like a candle in my chest. Beside me through the rain, a ghost that keeps me steady through the hunger and the pain. Though her voice is gone to silence and her smile to dust above, I'm still living, still dying in the shadow of my old love. Turned gray like snowfall on a long forgotten tune, yet her warmth still lingers softly in the corners of my room. I kept my vow through fire, through the ashes life has spun, for a faithful man keeps loving long after the world is done. Crossroad waits before me, and the road grows dark and wide, but a shadow walks beside me like a river at my side. And when my song is over and the heavens call above, lay me down forever in the shadow of my old love.
where the wind don't sing, only whispers of the drowned. And every night when the moon bends low, her shadow still walks that water. And I came back to Deadwater Lake, where her footsteps turned to foam, where the night we lost each other made the darkness feel like home. Her laughter used to shimmer like a lantern on the shore. Now it echoes through the ripples like a song forever soar at Deadwater Lake, where the shadows never break. I see her face in the silver waves and feel my heart beat quake. Lord, I'm haunted by the memory of a love I couldn't say. Yeah, the shadows never sleep on Deadwater Lake. I swear I saw a silhouette floating gentle in the mist, her hair like strands of moonlight, her lips a ghost I never kissed. She raised her hand toward my sorrow as the water pulled her in, and the night grew cold around me like a cradle carved of sin at Deadwater Lake, where the shadows never break. I see her face in the silver waves and feel my heart beat quake. Lord, I'm haunted by the memory of a love I couldn't say. Yeah, the shadows never sleep on Deadwater Lake. She spoke without a breath, a voice colder than the tide. You can't forgive the water, love, for taking what it tried. Then the lake began to shimmer with a truth too dark to take. It wasn't water drowned me, boy, it was a heart you chose to break. At Deadwater Lake, my soul began to shake. I reached for a fading shadow, but the midnight wouldn't wake. Now I'm bound to every ripple, every whisper that she made. Yeah, I'm cursed to walk beside her on Deadwater Lake. On Deadwater Lake. The moonlight ever trembles and the wind forgets to breathe. No, the lake has stolen some that the night refused to leave. Shadows wait in Deadwater Lake. This old house remember everything, even the music that broke us. And at midnight, when the shadows breathe, that damn piano starts to play again. The floorboards creak like whispers as I cross the dusty hall. Moonlight cracked the window like a ghost against the wall. I heard her trembling walls begin, soft as mother's final sigh. Ignored a silver teardrop from a past that wouldn't die. Here's a haunted piano wall where the dead still rise and dance. Every chord cuts through my sorrow like a long forgotten trance. Lord, I feel her fingers linger in that cold unholy prance. Yeah, the haunted piano wall won't give my soul a chance. That piano played I see with a grief no heart could bear. The melody felt heavy like regret across the air. I swore I saw a phantom hand drift across a broken key. Her shadow wrapped around the tomb like a widow on her knees. There's a haunted piano wall where the dead still rise and dance. Every chord cuts through my sorrow like a long forgotten trance. Lord, I feel her fingers linger in that cold unholy prance. Yeah, the haunted piano wall won't give my soul a chance. Then the music stopped abruptly and the silence curled my spine. I heard a voice behind me whisper, "Child, your grief is now mine." The candles flicker violently as the shadows bowed and swayed, and the waltz began again with a price I never paid. There's a haunted piano wall, and I'm trapped within its stand. Every memory pulls me under in a cold, relentless dance. Now my heartbeat keeps the rhythm of a soul with no advance. Yeah, the haunted piano wall became my final chance. So if you hear a midnight waltz from a house long left behind, don't follow where it's calling, for it's grief you're meant to find. The dead still play, and they don't leave anyone behind. There's a road out in the desert that don't exist on any map. And if you hear a crying, you best pray it don't stop where you stand, 'cause only the damned ride that highway. I've been driving since forever, neath the sky that never breaks. Every mile repeats my past life, every ghost my heartbeat makes. The radio whispers secrets in a voice I used to know. Sound like the devil humming blues from a deal I signed below. On the highway of the damned, where no living soul can stand. I'm a wanderer of sorrow with a curse carved in my hand. I keep driving through the shadows on a road that ain't been planned. Yeah, I'm lost, forever damned, on the highway of the damned. I once stopped in a ghost town, saw a motel flicker dim. The sign read rooms for spirits, and the wind sang funeral hymns. A woman made of moonlight touched the cracking of my skin. Said your heart still bleeds tonight, boy, the devil wants it back again. On the highway of the damned, where no living soul can stand. I'm a wanderer of sorrow with a curse carved in my hand. I keep driving through the shadows on a road that ain't been planned. Yeah, I'm lost, forever damned, on the highway of the damned. Sky turned red behind me like the sun was burning out. Then I heard the devil's laughter through the static of my doubt. He said, son, you ain't a sinner, you're just the proof that fate is real. Keep driving this highway, boy, eternity's part of our deal. On the highway of the damned, where no midnight ever ends, I keep chasing broken memories like they're roads that somehow mend. But the wheel keeps turning empty, and my soul ain't mine to send. Yeah, I'm chained, forever damned, on the highway of the damned. My engine moaning where the desert meets the sand. Don't wave, don't call my name, I'm a ghost you can't withstand. Just turn away, my friend, from the highway of the damned. I walk the midnight gravel, where the cold wind knows my name. Yeah, I walk the midnight road where the cold wind knows my name. Your shadow followed gently like a candle in the rain. I lay my trembling heartbeat on the stone where you once cried. Lord, I lay my trembling heartbeat on the stone where you once cried. Swore I'd stand beside you even when the worlds divide. Graveyard promise, baby, carved deep in my weary soul. Oh, graveyard promise, darling, carved deep in my weary soul. If death comes try to take you, I won't ever let you go. Sinking lower, like it mourned our broken fate. Yeah, the moon was sinking lower, like it mourned our broken fate. But I held your fate in spirit, praying love would never wait. Whisper turned to silence, but your warmth stayed in my hand. Oh, your whisper turned to silence, but your warmth stayed in my hand. I swore I'd walk beside you till my bones returned to sand. The place I learned your name. Some men fear the dark, but it's the place I learned your name. I keep the vow you gave me, though the night ain't ever tame. Carved deep in my weary soul. Graveyard promise, baby, carved deep in my weary soul. If the devil wants to take you, he gon' have to take me whole. comes creeping, I'll still be beside your stone. Yeah, when the dawn comes creeping, I'll still be beside your stone. 'Cause a faithful man don't wander once his heart has found its home.
They say no man love a witch can love a witch 'cause her heart burns hell. But I kissed her under a blackened moon, and I'm paying that price too well. She walked out of the midnight with a halo made of flame. Her eyes held ancient shadows and a soul I couldn't name. She touched my trembling heartbeat like she owned it from the start, then whispered, love is poison, boy, but I'll teach you every part. Her perfume smelled of ember, her breath tasted like sin, and every time she kissed me I felt the fire pull me in. She lit a witch fire on my heart, burning slow, burning dark. Now I'm chained to her desire, like a moth that loves the spark. Lord, I can't tear us apart. She carved her name into my scar. Yeah, she lit witch fire on my heart, and it's killing me by parts. Charm that could kill. I felt my soul unravel thread by thread in her cold hands, but damn, I kept on falling like a fool in burning sand. She said, baby, love's a ritual and endings must be paid. Then her shadow swallowed moonlight as her fingers drew my fate. She lit witch fire on my heart, burning slow, burning dark. Now I'm chained to her desire, like a moth that loves a spark. Lord, I can't tear us apart. She carved her name into my scar. She lit witch fire on my heart, and it's killing me by parts. She drew a circle round my feet, marked the dirt with sacred lies. Said your love belongs to darkness now, and darkness never dies. Her kiss felt like a dagger, sliding gentle through my pride, and I swear the devil's laughter echoed somewhere deep inside. She lit a witch fire on my heart, left me cursed, torn apart. Now I wander through the ashes of the man I was at start. Yeah, I'm branded by her heart, dying spark. If you ever love a witch, son, don't let her touch your soul apart. She'll kiss you like salvation, then light witchfire on your heart. At night's burning low, and the river still remembers my name. Lord, I swear I heard the devil humming that old forgotten blues again. I walked a dusty crossroad where the night begins to bleed, carrying a heart that's broken like a sinner's vow and creed. The moon hung like a lantern tied crooked in the sky, and every step I took kept echoing a quiet mournful cry. A cold wind whispered secrets of a love I couldn't save, saying, boy, you sold your soul for her, but she's the one you couldn't grave. Down by the riverbank I felt the devil take my hand. He said, son, your pain's a melody, let it bleed into this land. And the thunder rolled like laughter as my tears turned into sand. Yeah, the devil at the riverbank, still calling out my name again. Her shadow danced in firelight, a ghost of what we used to be. She kissed me like a warning, left her sorrow deep in me. A voice a haunted chapel, holy only in the dark. Now it lingers in my ribs like a slow dying spark. I felt the world grow silent as the night wrapped around my spine. She said, baby, love ain't heaven, sometimes hell is more divine. Down by the riverbank I felt the devil take my hand. He said, son, your pain's a melody, let it bleed into this land. And the thunder rolled like laughter as my tears turned into sand. Yeah, the devil at the riverbank, still calling out my name again. I saw a silhouette in water, shaking, trembling, cold and thin. She said, your heart belongs to darkness now, and darkness always wins. The devil smiled behind her with a grin carved out of sin. Said, love is just a doorway, boy, I'm the one who lets you in. The devil take my hand. He says, son, I tuned your heartbreak, now play it for the damned. Lightning tore the heavens open, but I still could barely stand. Yeah, the devil at the riverbank, still
still whispering through the wind again. If you hear that midnight humming where the water twists and bends, know the blues ain't just a song, child. It's the place a broken soul descends. And the devil, he always waits at the riverbend.
Woke up this morning, devil standing in my door. I woke up this morning, devil standing in my door. Say you been running, boy, but I ain't chasing you no more. Got a shadow on my back, following me day and night. Got a shadow on my back, following me day and night. Every time I turn around, it slips right out of sight. That shadow walking behind me, breathing down my spine. Oh, that shadow walking behind me, breathing down my spine. He said, trade me your sorrow, boy, and I'll make your soul sound fine. Went down to the crossroads, thought I'd leave them far behind. Went down to the crossroads, thought I'd leave them far behind. But he caught me in the moonlight, said your soul already mine. I prayed to the heavens, but the sky turned cold and red. I prayed to the heavens, but the sky turned cold and red. Then a whisper in the darkness said you can't outrun the dead. But that shadow walking behind me, reaching for my hand. Oh, that shadow walking behind me, reaching for my hand. He said, come on down, blues man, join my midnight band. Walking this lonesome highway, dust burning in my shoe. Walking this lonesome highway, dust burning in my shoe. Can't tell which steps are mine and which ones belong to you. I said, devil, keep your shadow, I'm gonna walk alone. I said, devil, keep your shadow, I'm gonna walk alone. He laughs off behind me, boy, your shadow already home. I met her by the river where the midnight sands crawl. Black moon above me, yeah, and her shadow was darker than the morn. She stepped out slow like a whisper made of wine, black dress dancing in the devil's own time. Her eyes were storms carved in silver and coal, her silent promise burning deep in my soul. I felt old church bells dying in my chest when she smiled like a curse in a lover's caress. Every step she took made the midnight freeze. Even the devil bowed down to her knees. Oh, woman in the black moonlight, why you haunt my road tonight? You bleed desire like a broken prayer, but love with you leads nowhere. Oh, woman in a black moonlight, tell me why'd you steal my life? She touched my hand and the river turned red. I heard forgotten names of the lost and the dead. Her perfume was sorrow from a century past, a memory of hearts that never could last. She said, baby, follow me, don't ask why, but her shadow stretched longer than the sky. Her voice was soft, but her promise was cruel. Loving her turns a wise man into a fool. Oh, woman in a black moonlight, why you haunt my road tonight? You bleed desire like a broken prayer, but love with you leads nowhere. Oh, woman in a black moonlight, tell me why'd you steal my life? I hear chains, I hear whispers, like angels falling from grace, and a shadow keeps walking my way. Yeah, she led me to a house where the windows cried. Every ghost in Delta watched from inside. She kissed my lips with a fire cold as stone and said, blues man, you'll never walk alone. I felt my heartbeat drifting far from me as she wrote my name in ash beneath the cypress tree. Love ain't love when it buries the truth, but I was lost like a child without proof. Touch is sweet like a dying flame. You love a man, then forget his name. Oh, woman in a black moonlight, you're the curse I can't edit.
black moon rising, her footsteps crawling through my mind. I still hear her call my name at night. Woman in the black moonlight, take your shadow off my life.